Hello. Hello. Happy Tuesday or Wednesday. Oh my goodness. I wanted to jump in here because interesting situation going on here with the Schumann. First, though, you guys know how we roll around here. Welcome to our newest members of the Love Train. This is just the most amazing community. You guys are awesome. We keep growing and growing, and remember that it's always purposeful. I was shown that there's a reason that each and every one of you is meant to shine your light exactly where you are, and that we're radiating this out as a collective container around the globe. And it's so cool. It is so cool. And I know you guys are feeling it. You wouldn't be here. So welcome to the newest members of the Love Train. If you are new today, please let me know in the comments. And let's see who's in. Hey, Chris. Hey, Jeff. Hi, Crystal. I see Raina. Clint. Hello. Uh, Helene, is it from Nice? Oh, beautiful. Welcome. Awesome. Awesome. So I wanted to just hop in here and do an update. So yesterday when I did an update, I think we saw this part only, like just maybe up to like there. And then you can see this, we've seen this before. And last time we saw this line going, right? It's like a horizontal line going. This is an upgrade in a particular chakra. And it's so apropos. So again, we see a lot of the energy is focused in the upper chakras. The red, by the way, purgy, purgy. So this is release. And these daggers I'm going to show you it's still going to pull up stuff. And so how are you handling it? Are you still getting frustrated, right? Or are you still, thinking you're not stuck to your old story? You're choosing it. And so you can choose to go into your heart and just slow everything down with the breath. I know who I am. And then from that space, you're at neutral energy. You get to choose if you're filtering your energy through a love lens or a fear lens. And so this has been the message, like choose, choose, choose has been the message all month. And it's very important because we have been just, plowing forward at incredible, it just keeps escalating. And um, the the integration periods can feel more intense too, right? Because we're jumping forward at a higher rate of speed than the human's going, what is going on here? And just know that these upgrades are all on your best and highest good. And here's the key. This one keeps coming, this message keeps coming in too. This happened for me. So remember, we're not bringing an improved version of your 3D reality forward. You are creating a new reality from love and light. You're completing the old energies for the third dimension are dying off, but they must be completed. And so as these things come up, even if it feels like everything's completely fallen apart, it's just because you can't bring that forward. You don't need to wait for anything. You do not need to wait for anything. The energy is here now to support you. The level of consciousness is here now to support you. In fact, the level of consciousness was here before you knew it. And so it's a choice now to align. Where am I focusing my attention? Am I observing my thoughts? Or am I, right? When we stop observing our thoughts and you get into the noodle and you're making noodle soup, you're unconscious again. And that's just temporary. You don't need to stay there. And so don't get upset if you go, okay, well, I felt like I had a bad couple of moments. Return to the breath and slow everything down. And I can't even tell you now more than ever, outside noise is not your friend. Because then you're reacting to what has already been manifested. So whatever you're looking at, if you're reacting to what has already been manifested, you get to choose right now. What do I want to create in this now moment? And I'm not really in alignment. I'm not feeling yummy right now. So I've got these tactics that work where I can go into my heart, take those 3 breaths and say, it's all okay. It's all okay. Because when you do that, you're in that alignment already. And start thinking about what do I want to do? What feels good? Remember, we're sentient beings. And this month, I'll tell you, the message is very clear. This month, we're really being encouraged to step into our spirituality. Really encouraged to. And so notice if you're handling your ascension with too much logic, or are you really, really wanting to embody and get into that feeling and knowing your power? Are you choosing to know your power? That's the key. And notice if you're too much intellect and too much studying, it's okay if you have a curiosity, a healthy curiosity. But at the end of the day, it's about, okay, am I relaxing? Am I practicing self-care? Am I practicing self-love? And, a big, big, dense energy that's getting pushed out in here too is worthiness. Um, the rate at which you increase your own belief in your own worthiness is directly congruent to the amount of wellness and abundance that you begin to experience because it's an alignment. It's nothing you go get. It's nothing that you have to fix. It's just you become aligned with that. And so, in other words, we can't bypass the self-love department. That's where you start and where you finish. Stay in the self-love department and just notice, are you being kind to yourself? Are you still in a sacrifice mode or a serve mode? None of that is how we roll. You give to yourself. You give your gift to yourself first. You give love to yourself first, and it radiates. Remember, you're a broadcasting system. See this? This is yummy. This helps you broadcast. Whatever's going on in there is going to broadcast stronger, including if it's a not so good, right? You don't, now there's less power in a dense thought because the particles of creation are vibrating much, much slower. But you have the ability here to use this light to focus yourself forward, focus on what you want to do. And it's got to be a heart-based creation. It must be a heart-based creation. We are not creating, fixing, healing anything from the headspace ever. It's all heart-based. So this is where it's digging deep and really, really beginning to believe the truth of who you really are, which is that you're a divine being focused into a body, and you came here to play, create, and have fun, not suffer, struggle, and stay on there. And I get it. There's a big, okay, what do I do now? What do I do now? And the key is, my guides have always shown me you get rewarded for heart-based activities, and you can be rewarded in ways that you can't even imagine. And so even if you don't completely believe it yet, play around with this and say, okay, let me try a couple of things that heart-based activities that would bring me joy and see what happens. Because the energies are so here to support it, and it is so powerful. I'm telling you, like, manifestations are literally instantaneous. And so, and I'm speaking specifically in these love-based and light-based, right? Manifestations are instantaneous right now. And so, um, just paying attention. Are you observing your thoughts? Are you being the observer, or do you have one thought and then start judging yourself and criticizing yourself? Are you still people pleasing? Are you thinking that perfectionism is an effective plan? No, because who are you reporting to? Who decided you're already perfect? You're already perfect, and you are uniquely perfect. Stop trying to be like somebody else. Stop worrying about what the competition is doing. It doesn't even exist. You came here as a unique frequency, a unique creation. So stand in and own that. The faster you do and love that, the faster your gifts come online, the faster everything just comes into place. And know what? If nothing else, you'll feel better. And I have to say, I am loving the comments that I got yesterday, particularly about those that said, wow, I am feeling good, because I know that you're paying attention to what is going on, and you're choosing to create that. And so more and more people, remember before we were in that pendulum swing? Well, now if you choose it, you can just stay in this higher pendulum part. You're not having to swing out of it. You get to hang out there, and it really is a great feeling. This energy is so beautiful, so grounding. And you laugh more, things just come with ease, and your interactions with other people are beautiful because you're creating that within you. It gets reflected back to you. And so I love it. Keep letting me know, in the comments, how you're doing, because I love reading them. I really do. And it also helps to guide me as to what you guys need, what will make you guys feel better. By the way, Thursday, which will be the 20th, is focus group. at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is always free. It is a beautiful love container where we have been just up leveling as a group. I think I mentioned yesterday that my guides were reminding me that just like we go into the quantum field and heal collective consciousness, dense energies, as a group, we also have the ability to collectively shift. And that is the beauty of focus group because we see it happen all the time. Sometimes we see someone shift within a session of just being there. And it does not matter where you think you're at in your journey. It really doesn't matter. Just show up, turn your light on, and you don't have to have your camera on. You don't have to speak. Just be there and be open to receive. And you cannot help. These energies are contagious. They are contagious. And so Thursday's focus is absolutely going to be on worthiness. That's the only tidbit they gave me so far, but I already know it's going to be powerful. And there isn't a soul on the planet that didn't struggle with worthiness. It doesn't matter what level of consciousness you're at. This is something that we all did because it was such a deep seated thing for many, many, many incarnations, and it's all being healed and completed. How beautiful is that? So we can do our part, right, to accelerate our own journey by really embodying our own worthiness. And remember, I'm worth it. I deserve this. Like practice saying that with every little thing. It really, really works. So that'll be, yeah, that's going to be Thursday is going to be, I'm sure it'll be a really fun session. These activations lately have been just off the hook. I'm still listening to the one from last week. It was so powerful. The one with the blood moon, just so powerful. This eclipse, by the way, is serving us with this, giving us so much extra power. Let's see, Katie was feeling sick and listened to one of the activations and felt better. See, thank yourself, Katie. Good work. See, yeah, it's alignment, when you just everything's going to be okay. Okay, nothing's really falling apart. This isn't going to serve me. So I know this fell apart because it's not in my best and highest good. And then I'm a powerful creator. So how do I stand in my power? And, we're going to be also Saturday. Another quick reminder, Saturday is the group Ascension class. And we're going to talk about spirit-led business, spirit-led entrepreneurship, things like that. I'm really going into a deep dive with that at the retreat. But this Saturday, for those of you who are like in between jobs or like, what do I want to do next? Or maybe you're looking for a way, I want some supplemental abundance. What does that look like? And so I'm going to give an outline there and we're going to talk about some things, some real life situations, because there are people that in this process right now are going to be there, right? The old job is going to fall away because it doesn't serve them. And listen, I got absolute sympathy and compassion for anybody that goes through that. I got booted out of a business that I was in for 25 years, 28 years actually, then literally walked away from another big business but that was when I was already aligned with this. And I never even looked back. It was choiceless. It was choiceless. So I promise you that you don't have to worry and plan and struggle, that it's going to be about an alignment. And when you align with stuff that's in your heart, all the components come to you. People, places, things, and opportunities just come to you. Look at what's happening with the retreat stuff. I mean, somebody mentioned Sedona to me. It hasn't even been 10 days. And not only it's booked in, sorry, gang, it's sold out. Not the virtual is still available. Full house in like 24 hours. And that is, someone said we want to manifest a retreat here. Well, they did. That's the power of a group. That's the power of a group. And I'm looking at a couple of other locations already for some down the line. But so for those of you who do want to still join us virtually, it is still an experience. You're in this love container. That is going to be Saturday, June the 7th. And there's space left in that one. It's going to be fun. And there's going to be some surprises too. I'm still, me, I go messy and then I course correct. So still putting together the goodies for that one. Okay, let me show you. I do want to show you now. Let me jump over to the chakra scene because this is an interesting, we saw this pattern come up before a couple of weeks ago But this is really interesting. So I showed you that horizontal line, that white horizontal line, on the previous one. So you can see here, this was that big bump. This is new energy, all this, which we love. For me, this grounds me instantly. For some of you, it could cause, sleeplessness. It could cause a feeling of anxiety. This can get your solar plexus going for sure, right? Because that's our power center. And if we feel powerless in any way, that's usually where you're going to feel it. The upper chakras, you could see woo, a lot of action up there. Why? Because this is our spiritual center. This is the third eye. And so all of these areas are getting serious upgrades, like serious upgrades. The eclipse portal opened up the opportunity to spring forward without it, and so when that happens, we always can see a big upgrade. But this is the one that I am loving. This red line, I don't know if you can see it. This was that vertical, which is sacral chakra, which is what? The creative space. This is a creative space. So start owning your creativity. And that does not mean I can't play the piano well, I'm not creative. I can't sing, I'm not creative. Please expand your version of it's not just limited to arts and crafts and music. They're creating meaning. What do you want to experience? You can create a beautiful meal. You can create an outfit that makes you feel good, and you can create experiences throughout your day. When you're choosing, you are creating. So if you say you're not creative, that's impossible. You're just unconsciously creating. So if you can choose to create experiences, and it can be small, it doesn't matter that the universe does not know big or small or good or bad. So choose something that feels good in the moment. What happens is, so say for example, oh, I love it. Chris has been painting for days. So when you get that inspiration, say you get an inspiration, oh, I feel like painting right now, but oh no, I should do laundry. The second you go, oh, I should do this instead, or I'll do that when. What happens is you were in the now moment, you got the inspiration, highest timeline, and then you went, oh, I should. Now you dropped out here, and that now moment's gone. So now we got to get out of this reality, right? Get out of whatever's going on in the noodle, take those 3 breaths and come back in, because the inspiration gets dropped into you from your higher self. When you're lined with that, now they can keep dropping stuff into you. And then when you go in the unconscious state, you now have to wait for the next now moment. When am I inspired? And so when you feel that inspiration, and I'm saying this because a lot of us, your intuition is getting stronger, your telepathy is getting more powerful. So if you get that, an inkling to do anything, even just an impulse to do something, that impulse is your higher self giving you a sign, but it means go now. It means go now, because everything's created in the now moment. It's not created when you put it on a yellow sticky thing or on your to-do list. There's no to-do list in the 5th dimension. It's what do I feel like doing right now? What do I want to do right now? And then my guides are going to give me inspiration, and my guides are going to give me signs, and I'm going to be in my breath and in my heart space so that I can notice it. And then that's what's called aligned action. And then you just do it till you're not feeling it. And then go, okay, that felt good. When you do that, you are charging yourself up like nobody's business. And so just know that every choice you make throughout the day is a creation, every single one. And so we want to be mindful of that. So let's see. Hi, Lee. Oh, you're in Long Beach. Awesome. I hope you guys got some sun finally. Awesome. So good to see everybody here. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Just I wanted to jump in and do a quick update. And I know this message is going to sound like a broken record, but it's an important message. And that is, what are you choosing? By the way, you can't be stuck we're energy. We're always on the move. Our consciousness is always on the move. And it's what are you choosing to focus on, right? And are you just go back to the breath, get that grounding in. Today's a great day to ground, by the way, because with this, we're now integrating it. And start thinking about, when you make choices, oh, where am I going to go eat dinner, whatever. What do I want? What experience do I want to create? Start using that language with yourself so that you're absolutely consciously creating instead of just like, now it's different if you go, oh, I don't know what I want. I'm going to get in the car and go and see what feels good. That works too. I don't have a plan. Listen, I never make plans anymore. I pop out the door and off I go, and the plan finds me. The plan finds me, and it's always in my best and highest good, and it's in alignment. But so practice that feeling, practice sensing what would feel good to do. That's the theme for March. And they're not throwing anything else on. Don't fear the blank slate. If you've got a situation that's ended and you're about to start new, really, really, that's where you want to ground. Just get yourself into a calm state as best you can, create some peace, because from that space is where you'll get some clarity to, of what you want to create moving forward. And then reach out if you need some help. You are not alone, by the way. I don't want anybody to write a comment in this community that you're alone. You are so not. You have this amazing community. You can hang out in a focus group and absorb an advancement in your own journey just by being there. It's that simple. And so it's always a choice, and do not be afraid to reach out for help. It is not a weakness. None of us arrived here, like we all internally in our DNA now have the plan, but we're just remembering all of it, right? So no one's ahead or behind the game, and we are meant to go through this together. Together, each of us has a part of the puzzle, and we keep discovering it, and new gifts keep coming forward. And so there's no judgment or criticism either. So throw that crap out the door too. If there's never any hate in this community. Why? Because it's not what I created, and I was really nervous about that when I was going to start the channel, and my guides were like, no, what do you want to attract? Be it, be it. And so this is the love train. This is a safe space. There's no criticism, no judgment. And if you're struggling with something, every time someone asks a question, you help so many other people because you're not the only one having that question. And many times, many of us have already been through that part of our journey, so we can get our cosmic flashlight out and guide you. So please, please, you're never alone. I don't mind. And don't struggle. Send me an email. No one is left out of this party train. Never, never, never. So, all right, that's what I got for you guys today. Have a beautiful afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are. Thank you for tuning in on the love train today. And if you're new, please leave me a comment so we can give you a proper welcome tomorrow. So I'll probably be doing some updates tomorrow, or if not Thursday at the latest. And have a beautiful day, and don't forget to ground. Love you guys. Bye.